We're streaming. We're going to have Grayson do the play-by-play as here's the tip, and it's won by the Riders. Go ahead, Grayson.
Bringing it up the floor, Braden Saya for Roosevelt, one of two juniors in the starting lineup. And we are now streaming.
All right, worried us there for a second. Layup up and good by Pacino. 6'6" junior, Dominic Pacino. Back the other way go the Tigers. We will show you the clock here when we get a moment to kind of reset. Our stream was a little late. We were having trouble connecting to the internet for just a moment. Once we did, we're good to go. It's just getting the stream going and talking to YouTube was the issue. Foul coming here for the Tigers. They're going to call that one on Ethan Tyson. That is his first, team first. Here, 44 seconds into this one. And to the line, making the first is Nick Wall. Seems like Nick Wall has been playing basketball here at Roosevelt for eons. That one is up and good. So a couple points there for Wall. Tigers trying to break a streak here. We have not broadcasted a win for the Erie boys this year, and they'll start off down 6-0. And they're on a losing streak, so they'd like to snap both here tonight. Tyson catches. Tigers down in a 6-0 hole early. In fact, I don't even think Erie has gotten a shot off yet, and they're down 6-0.
I don't think they have. The Tigers on a 7-game skid, desperately needing a win tonight.
Tyson inbound here to Kale Lucero, and he is fouled. And they're going to call that on Braden Saya. His first. Tigers still looking to put up their first shot. No win, missed it, but Loy has it. Jordan Wynn here against the zone. Pirouettes into the corner. Loy, cross court for Rademacher. Now Tyson for three, and buried it, and the foul. So Ethan Tyson hits the triple and gets the foul to boot. So Ethan Tyson, the rare 4-point play opportunity. So the senior, a little too strong off the iron. He'll kick himself for that one later. Not too many times do you get a chance for a 4-point play. Lloyd trying to get the rebound, finally taps out to Nguyen. Good ball movement here. Tyson dialing up another three. Hey, you know what's better than a 4-point three? Back-to-back triples on the same possession. Ethan Tyson from downtown again. 6:13 remaining here in the quarter. Tigers tied up real quick on two Ethan Tyson trays. Now Wall with it. Drives, runner with the left hand, up and good, Nick Wall. Tigers quickly the other way. Loy says, anything you can do, I can do better, and hits right back. So Tigers, after kind of struggling there through that first possession, now exploding for 8 points. It's gonna be defense though. What kind of faltered the Tigers down the stretch against Frederick? Wide open three by Pauly, or that's Poli. And the other way goes Cole Rademacher and the Tigers. Off to Loy, cuts into the lane. The runner off the window. The bank is open and the basket's good. And Roosevelt will take a timeout, a 10-8 lead here for the Tigers. And quick timeout here. While we have a moment, don't forget to like us on Facebook. You can follow us on Twitter at Erie TigerNet. Check out the ErieTigerNetwork.com for the schedule. We will have the Windsor game next week for you. But a little bit lighter of a schedule as this is, we We've been going hard since last Wednesday. We had Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and now this Tuesday here for you on the ETN. Happy to bring it to you. And with 5:17 left here in the first quarter, it'll be Roosevelt basketball as they inbound it underneath the Erie basket. Wall with it, drives. So far, Erie's had difficulty containing Wall off the dribble drive penetration. And he'll tie it right back up. Now Loy with it. Tigers doing a good job breaking the press. Loy, they'll say, steps on the line before he fired the cross-court pass to Ethan Tyson.
Tyson's been hot to start this one. He's been the Tigers' leading scorer the last few games, as Kevin Loy, after averaging 20-plus points a game for 6 games in a row, has dropped off a little bit.
Wall again. The right hand, now it's a kick out 3, and man, we have seen some triples tonight in this gym, first with the girls game and now with that one. I'm telling you, the ball just goes into the thin air way up there. Now that 3 ball's off the mark by Nguyen. Wall trying to push it quickly. A little fake there and drive by Tej Long. Stolen back the other way. Nguyen kicks. Tyson fakes. He'll feed it to Lucero. Open for 3 is Loy, and that's off the mark. And the rebound is going to be a foul on Ethan Tyson. And that's 2 for him.
Gavin Mendoza coming to check in for Ethan. 2 fouls in 4 minutes.
Gavin Mendoza, one of the Tigers' best perimeter defenders. So we'll see if he can kind of contain Wall here a little bit. Little handoff there to Saya. Now out to Long. Wall gets it back again. A good job by Lucero in the blocks. Up to Loy, and Loy with the supreme body control lays it up for 2 points. His first 2 of the night. 1 point lead here for the Riders. Long with it in the corner for Wall. Wall again. And this time, shot just affected enough. Nice pass up front. Rademacher lost it for a second, off to Mendoza. Tigers kind of looking a little bit like the Globetrotters right now, but still hold on, and going hard to the rim was Mendoza, and he clocked it off the front of the rim and got it to fall.
And Erie in their losing stretch, they've had Kevin Loy and Ethan Tyson be the 2 primary scorers. Tyson's on the bench right now. They need to find a third guy that can step up and fill the scoring void. Maybe it'll be Mendoza.
And a turnover there for the Riders. And sorry about our clock there for a moment. Thought it was running, it was not. 2:54 left on it. We'll get that into ship shape. 1 point lead here for Erie. Nice high scoring first quarter. Always fun to watch. Loy with it, kicks out Lucero. Both teams playing at a frenetic pace. Rademacher for 3, buries it. Cole Rademacher from deep. That's his first points, and that's already the 3rd triple for Erie. We just saw the Roosevelt girls hit 9 of those. 2:30 remaining here. 3 ball on the way, and hit back the other way once again by Tej Long. Well, you better be a good 3-point shooter if your last name is Long. So Tej living up to the surname, and that one is knocked off of Erie hands and out of bounds.
Good pass by Loy.
I think that they awarded a 3-pointer on the scoreboard after that made one by Roosevelt to the wrong team, and they did. There, it's corrected. For a second, it was showing 20-13. This Roosevelt team, pretty long. A lot of tall players out there as that one is tipped out.
Spencer Brooks now on Pacino.
First time we've seen Spencer tonight. Lob down low, and Roosevelt trying to work it, use the size mismatch, but they have had a tough time getting it to Pacino.
And some of that is they're not used to having a big guy like Pacino. They're not used to working it in the paint to him and taking advantage of his size.
Pacino, better size or better hair? I'm going with the hair here tonight. Get a look at him again. He's got the flow. 1:45 remaining here in the first quarter. Tigers still lead it by 1. They trailed quickly by 6, and then Ethan Tyson hit a 3, got fouled, missed the free throw. Erie got the rebound, hit another 3. Nguyen with it now, off to Loy. Good pass down to Mendoza, and 3-ball off the mark by Nguyen. And here come the Riders. Pacino with it. Layup, too strong with the left hand. Smacks the wall behind him. Up to Loy. Tigers trying to go quickly. Loy, handoff to Mendoza. Hit on the arm, no call. Rebound out to Pacino, and he will lose it as Mendoza tumbles head over heels. And willing to get nasty on the floor.
Great effort there for Mendoza. Going low to get the ball from Pacino.
And they also called a foul on Pacino as well. Kyan Hargrave checks into the game for Ethan Tyson. Kyan, as we said, as Loy makes another shot. Man, Loy, the master at finishing down low. Tigers lead it by 3. I'm waiting for the day that Kyan Hargrave goes off, and I can say he's as hot as Kyan. Good to see the freshman into the game. Tell you what, this sophomore class for Erie is a good one. Hopefully Coach Moline will be able to build off it in the next couple years. Tigers playing 4A basketball. I'll tell you what, when the classification meetings are finalized, it is going to be a razor thin margin, the line between Erie staying at 4A or going to 5A. Hargrave up, knocked away. That one will stay here.
Hargrave trying to not rush the shot, gave Patrick time to get in there and break it up.
Mendoza looking for the inbound, and that one's tipped out. Will stay with Erie. 23 ticks on the clock. Mendoza fires in. Tigers looking for best open shot here. They can take their time if they want. Mendoza, the runner, no good. Tipped around, and I think they might call an over the back on Gavin Mendoza. Yep, and it is an over the back on Gavin. That is his first, team 4th now. On the Tigers. 10 seconds left here. Wall into the game with the ball. Mendoza on him. Wall, step back 3, and hits it. Nick Wall, we told you, watch out for him. He's a good player. And he ties up the game as we head to the second quarter. We'll step aside. 19-19.
Front Range Landfill puts all your needs in front of everything else. Front Range Landfill won Erie Chamber of Commerce Business of the Year Award, as well as being featured on national television. We are very proud of our facility, and we welcome the opportunity to address your disposal needs. Our focus is on customer service. We strive to achieve easy and rapid access in and out of the facility. We feel certain that we will exceed your expectations of your solid waste disposal requirements. Choose Front Range Landfill for all your landfill needs. You will be pleased.
Do you have a plan in place for your family's future in the event something happens to you? Are you caring for aging parents, grandparents, or a loved one with special needs? The Germany law firm named 2017 Erie's Chamber Business of the Year provides expert legal guidance and peace of mind for you and your family in the areas of probate, elder law, and estate planning. Visit Germany Law Firm's Erie Village office or website at coelderlaw.net to set up a personalized consultation.
And welcome back in to the Erie Tiger Network. Second quarter of action. We're all tied after a good seesaw battle there in quarter number one that was started and ended with plays by Nick Wall. Little James Harden step back three to punctuate the first quarter. And now Wall catches and travels.
Took an extra stutter step while he was holding the ball. He can't get away with Harden-esque travels.
No, not many can. Somehow James Harden can. We'll never figure that out. The win. Tigers working on the arc. Zone defense here for the Riders. A little 2-3 zone. Tigers, one thing, you'd love to see them shoot a little better. That's how you can kind of work your way out of zones, is shoot your way out of it many times. As Loy goes up and a foul called as Patrick got his hands in there. And once again, Kevin Loy, telling you what, he was way behind the backboard and he just drew a shooting foul. Incredible body control. I don't know what the Loys, what's in their genes that causes great body control. We saw Luke Loy with same type of skill set. Free throw is up. That one popped out. A 1-point lead here for Erie. Up the floor goes Wall, working against Tyson. Into the corner now. That's Arndt. Wall gets it back. Ethan Tyson, he's got to be careful. He's got two. Don't want to commit the foul here against Wall. A little surprised actually that Tyson is guarding Wall, and they'll say no shot after the rebound and a foul on the floor on Patrick. The foul will be on Kale Lucero.
I think it was the extra dribble that Patrick took that kept the foul on the floor. If he'd gone straight up with it, probably would have got the shooting foul.
That's Saya with it. Back to Wall, and there goes Wall again into the lane. Two, not enough that time. Kind of just threw it into the front of the rim. Off to Tyson. Now Loy looking for a cutter. Back out to Ethan. Tigers recycle here. Tyson for three. That's off the mark. Rebounded by Patrick. Up the floor goes Arndt. That shot's no good, and getting hit from behind was Patrick, and no foul call. Now he'll come out. And Dominic Pacino with the nice flow back into the game.
He's been 6'6" for about 4 years now.
Must be nice. The win ahead. Loy tried to one-hand it like Odell Beckham. Now down low. Lucero, kick out, tip, stolen. And Ethan Tyson almost fouled trying to get that one back. Lucero on his backside, and a foul called, I think, on Rademacher. Well, did they call it on Rademacher, or did they call on Kale Lucero, who's laying on the floor? And then they do call it on Rademacher. 6th team foul now for Erie. And that shot is off the mark by Tage Long. Tage, spelled like you'd spell page, the name page, not the book page, with a T. That one is short. I don't think I've heard that one in my travels around northeastern Colorado calling high school sports. Don't think I've heard Tage. Layup up and good there by Nguyen, set up by Loy. I think Roosevelt wanted Loy called with the charge. Good no call there. And a layup is good by Nguyen. Rademacher on the floor, and that one was ripped away, and a travel called on Pacino.
The size difference between Pacino and Rademacher pretty stark. Rademacher, no height listed on this roster, but maybe 5'7", and easily weighs 100 pounds less than Pacino.
Yeah. Mismatch, for sure. That's why you have weight classes in wrestling, so none of that happens. Rademacher with it. Nguyen, the little Euro step, teardrop, gets it to fall, and Jordan Nguyen back-to-back buckets. Erie leads by 4. Erie pressing a little too. Trying to double Wall. Come back across for Saya. Wall gets it back, drives a clear path and lays it short. Wall not been able to finish his last few drives. Tyson has it. He'll drive, and Tyson gets it stripped, but kicks it right back to Nguyen. He'll drive, jump stop, down to Loy, who had it tipped away. And Kevin Loy don't see him get stuffed too often.
Good backdoor block.
Easy press break there for Roosevelt, and another missed layup. Man, they have been short on their layups quite a bit so far in this second quarter. They went wide open for 3, just shorted it, and a nice try to save there by Rademacher. Once again, I'm gonna say that's the, we were talking in their girls game, maybe it's just me. For sure, between the baseline and the wall, super short. The pads don't look very thick. Feels kind of dangerous out there, but from behind the backboard to the baseline, it seems like it's extra long. To me. Maybe I'm just have my head in the clouds or something, Grayson. Up where all those three-pointers have been all night. No rafters here, just a ceiling. Little left-handed baby hook there by Spencer Brooks. Spencer Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Brooks that time.
Took advantage of Pacino trying to play Matador defense as he gets the layup. The last time these two teams played, he racked up a few fouls early, trying to not do that tonight.
Runner by Nguyen, too strong, gets the rebound. No, can't quite control it, then Say, Pacino gets it. Up 5 rows into the stands goes Saya. Back the other way goes Erie, back and forth, here we go. Off to Brooks, shoveled to Tyson, out to Rademacher, and will slow down as Tristan then punched, but a foul called, I think, coming here against Braden Saya. 3:33 remaining here in quarter number 2.
Not a lot of fouls on either team.
Ryan Hargrave coming in with the long sleeves. More and more players wearing those long athletic sleeves. Down low, Tigers' spacing has been a little bit off. I think if one thing you love about Spencer Brooks, brings physicality, toughness to the floor. I think if he takes a look at this film session, Coach Moline will say, all right, Spencer, next thing we work on, got to get your spacing right. Now Wall. Get it right back here. Tigers in his zone. Tyson in the wing of that zone. Spencer doing a good job not letting it Pacino too low. Pull up, and that's way off the mark. And that time the spacing defensively by Brooks was great. The layup is good.
Good body control there from Kyan Hargrave. Looking a little bit like Kevin Loy.
Into the bench goes Spencer Brooks. So Tigers lead it 28-22. We will eventually do a better job at the scoreboard. Tell you what, looking at a roster, doing the scoreboard and calling play-by-play, not easy. Now Mendoza with it after the nice block. Tyson was pushed out of bounds. I think they're going to call that one on Wall. That'll be the 6th team foul for Roosevelt, and it is on Wall. That is his first. Mendoza lobs it over to Tristan Rademacher. Ethan Tyson, rhythm 3, just off the mark. Wall now with a 3. That one's off the mark as well, and they will say it was last touch by Spencer Brooks. Tigers again in that 2-3 zone. Roosevelt been quiet from deep here in the quarter, and stepping out of bounds was Wall. Man, I tell you what, Wall looked like he was about to go off in that first quarter, and the Tigers have really shut him down here in the second.
Erie's defense has improved a lot in the second quarter as well, just overall.
Hargrave for 3, just off the mark. And on the floor to get it goes Wall, and now Mendoza picks it up, and it's tipped out, and that will stay with Erie. A lot of bodies flying into low appendages. That always a little bit scary. Maybe I'm getting older or something, but almost looked like a player was about to get rolled on a couple times. Rademacher backs it out, and they're going to play Hoosier ball here for a second. Tigers again. And they're telling them to wait, just drain down the quarter. If you don't know what I mean by Hoosier ball, it's kind of alluded to in the movie, but against a zone defense, you're not forced to do anything. And so the Hoosiers in the movie, the high school team, they held on to a ball once in a state championship game. That's where the movie takes after, but it's much longer than you see in the movie. I'm talking like 7 or 8 minutes of standing there holding the ball in possession. Missed shot back the other way, 33 ticks left. Pacino almost could have gotten called there. Now Tyson with it up the floor, looking for help. 24 seconds, and once again the Tigers will wait patiently, make the top of the zone commit. Good ball movement here by Erie. Tyson for 3, and he fires it home. Ethan Tyson, his 3rd triple of the half, and the Tigers lead by 9 here. And a steal there. Rademacher, 2 seconds left at the buzzer, gets it, and the foul! Holy cow, what a finish! So Tristan Rademacher gets the steal and the bucket as time expires and 1. And the Tigers could end it with a three-pointer and a three-point play. And they're going to put 7/10 back on the scoreboard. And they called a foul, by the way, on Wall. That's his second. So not only get another foul on maybe the most pivotal player here for Roosevelt, you get a three-pointer and then a bucket and a foul, and it'd be icing on the cake here. Nope, can't quite make it. That actually might work out in Erie's favor. But that will do it. 11-point lead for Erie going into the locker room. A flurry of a finish there before halftime. We'll take a break and then have the Miners halftime show after a timeout here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Have you ever wanted to support the Erie Tiger Network, the student media arm of Erie High School? Well, now you can. We have set up a Patreon page. There's a way for you to send us a monthly pledge in order to provide funding for the program, as well as get access to reward tiers. As a Tiger fan, you get the satisfaction in knowing you are helping out your favorite local media organization. As a member of the ETN fan club, you are officially recognized on air and can receive ETN goodies throughout the year. As an in-broadcast red sponsor, you get to sponsor a specific segment of any broadcast. For more information, email bird_brandon@sbbsd.org. This is a $25 per month commitment. As an appreciator of Erie's live broadcast with the weekly news, you can help support this program by becoming one of our patrons by going to bit.ly/ETN Patreon.
There's a beast deep inside you. It will not die.
Ooh.
It will fight back.
Do you have a plan in place for your family's future in the event something happens to you? Are you caring for aging parents, grandparents, or a loved one with special needs? The Germany law firm named 2017 Erie's Chamber Business of the Year provides expert legal guidance and peace of mind for you and your family in the areas of probate, elder law, and estate planning. Visit Germany Law Firm's Erie Village office or website at coelderlaw.net to set up a personalized consultation.
Front Range Landfill puts all your needs in front of everything else. Front Range Landfill won Erie Chamber of Commerce Business of the Year Award, as well as being featured on national television. We are very proud of our facility and we welcome the opportunity to address your disposal needs. Our focus is on customer service. We strive to achieve easy and rapid access in and out of the facility. We feel certain that we will exceed your expectations of your solid waste disposal requirements. Choose Front Range Landfill for all your landfill needs. You will be pleased.
Yeah, I'm married. Doesn't matter. You do that for me? Really? Yeah, I'd like that.
Who are you talking to?
It's Jake from State Farm. Sounds like a really good deal.
Jake from State Farm at 3 in the morning? Who is this?
It's Jake from State Farm.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis.
She sounds hideous.
Well, she's a guy, so.
Another reason more people stay with State Farm. Get to a better state.
Do you want a better smile, have a broken bracket, or are you a teenager in need of some braces? Then make your way down to Caraway Orthodontics. They are located in Louisville and Erie. Caraway Orthodontics supports Erie High School and its community. Come in and gain a beautiful smile for children, teens, and adults. They also provide Invisalign. Call this number 303-828-0454 or go to carawayortho.com.
watching the ETN.
Click the search bar on the top right-hand corner of the screen and search up Erie Tiger Network. Click the channel icon and then press the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to receive notifications about when we post. Click the thumbs up icon to like the video. To enter full screen mode, press the icon on the bottom right hand corner. To skip forward or backwards 10 seconds, double tap the left or right hand side of the screen. Press the pause button in the middle of the screen to pause the video. To skip to a different video, press the skip button when the video is paused. Open up a browser and look up youtube.com/ErieTigerNetwork. To subscribe, sign into YouTube and press the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to receive notifications about ETN posts. To like the video, click the thumbs up button on the right hand side of the screen. Use the bar on the bottom of the screen to move and skip parts in the video. To skip forward or backwards, use the arrow keys to move 5 seconds. You can pause the video at any time by pressing the spacebar or clicking with the mouse.
You are watching the ETN.
If you ever wanted to support the Erie Tiger Network, the student media arm of Erie High School, well now you can. We have set up a Patreon page. There's a way for you to send us a monthly pledge in order to provide funding for the program, as well as get access to reward tiers. As a Tiger fan, you get the satisfaction of knowing you are helping out your favorite local media organization. As a member of the ETN fan club, you are officially recognized on air and can receive ETN goodies throughout the year. As an in-broadcast red sponsor, you get to sponsor a specific segment of any broadcast. For more information, email bird_brandon at sbbsd.org. This is a $25 per month commitment. As an appreciator of Erie's live broadcast with the weekly news, you can help support this program by becoming one of our patrons by going to bit.ly/ETN Patreon.
There's a beast deep inside you. It will not die.
Ooh.
It will fight back.
Do you have a plan in place for your family's future in the event something happens to you? Are you caring for aging parents, grandparents, or a loved one with special needs? The Germany law firm named 2017 Erie's Chamber Business of the Year provides expert legal guidance and peace of mind for you and your family in the areas of probate, elder law, and estate planning. Visit Germany Law Firm's Erie Village office or website at coelderlaw.net to set up a personalized consultation.
Front Range Landfill puts all your needs
In fact,
and welcome back into the Erie Tiger
Network. Having a little bit of fun with our sound effects there as we kind of messing around with them. A little bit blurry. We'll fix that camera in a little bit. Welcome into the Miners halftime show. Well, Grayson, overall, a great finish to that first half for Erie as they played well defensively and then some breaks there at the end. Defense leading to offense. I think when this team is playing its best, it's because they're defending and getting out in transition quick.
It is. They've got a lot of young guards that have a size disadvantage, but they get steals because of that size disadvantage. And that's one reason that they've been scoring so well in the first half.
Well, speaking of scoring well, Ethan Tyson, he hit a few threes in that first half. He's been the hot player for the Tigers here in half number 1. Hopefully that continues into half number 2. Kevin Loy, we saw him make a few big baskets, but as Kevin always typically does, he scores his points kind of quietly.
He does. A lot of his are layups around the basket, free throws. You don't tend to notice those as much as the three-pointers, but you do on the scoreboard and in the box score after the game, and it makes a big difference.
Well, that was a quick little halftime show for you there. That was brought to you by Miners on Brick Street. For the best place to post game every time, it's Miners. Check them out on Brick Street. We're going to step aside real quick, get the camera fixed, and then get you back in for the second half.
Here on the Erie Tiger Network.
There's a beast deep inside you. It will not die.
Ooh.
It will fight back.
And welcome back in Erie Tiger Network as we get started here in half number 2. It will be the same starting 5 for Erie. Cole Rademacher, Ethan Tyson, Kevin Loy, Kale Lucero, and Jordan Nguyen here for the Erie Tigers. And Loy gets blocked here out of the shoot. But Tigers, they have moved the ball around better than I've seen them in the last few weeks. And we are having some camera issues with our autofocus. So, Grace, why don't you go ahead and take over play-by-play for just a little bit, and I'll see if I can fix that.
Kevin Loy hands off to Cole Rademacher. Tyson thought about a 3, won't take it. Kale Lucero running floater, no good. Pacino with the rebound for Roosevelt. Saya bringing it the other way. Pacino in the post. Nguyen double teams and fouls him. A quick foul for Jordan Nguyen. And that is his first.
All right, we should be good here. Tigers going out in a zone again. That's kind of how they ended the half. And a turnover there for Roosevelt. 11-point lead here for Erie. That feels good. It feels like it's been a while since the Tigers have seen double-digit point lead here.
It has been a while. It was close to a double-digit lead against Fort Morgan.
Down those Lucero. Little hook shot. Too strong off the back iron. Now Wall will kick it. 3-ball on the way, and that one hits for Roosevelt. That was Dylan Poley. Loy goes high to catch it, then kicks it back out. Tigers once again, solid, quick, decisive ball movement. Now they'll reset. Tigers not perturbed at all by the two top in the zone going out to attack. Now Tyson for three. That's another one for Ethan Tyson. He's got 4 of those. Tigers back up by 11. The important thing for Ethan too, he had 2 quick fouls and he was able to avoid a third while still playing a lot in that first half. That is veteran senior leadership.
And Erie switching to his zone quickly might have helped Tyson avoid more fouls. They put him at the bottom of the 2-3 and had Rademacher and Nguyen at the top so that they would press the ball and to keep Tyson out of foul trouble.
So now to the line goes Pacino. Back to a 10-point game here.
Box out, Tigers, box out.
Pacino, the tall junior, clanks the second one. Here go the Tigers up the floor with some speed and win. More good ball movement. Now Loy open for 3 from the corner, and he buries that one. Man, we have seen more threes in this gym tonight than it seems like we have seen in a long time. Both boys and girls games. And now Wall will pick up his 3rd foul.
Not ideal for Roosevelt.
Roosevelt head coach Chris O'Neill really not pleased with that 3rd one on Wall. Loy backs his way in, gets blocked, but that one draws a foul, and I don't know if that's on the body because that was about as clean of a block as you can get. And that's looking through some orange-colored glasses here in the booth.
Was a clean block, long with long, lanky arms. As Loy hits the free throw, has been able to defend him in the post just because of how much extra length he has on Loy.
Lead up to 14 now. Make that 15 for the Tigers. Heck of a start to this half for Erie. Lucero defending. Wall has it. Tigers back in the zone, and they'll call a reach that time on Cole Rademacher.
It's good to see Cole not in foul trouble. He can get a little too aggressive, playing not necessarily there, but sometimes just not playing in great position with his feet, playing defense with his hands, using them to contain, and that can get him into foul trouble real quick. But the last few games, he's done a much better job of not getting into foul trouble.
Free ball and a foul before the shot, I think, on Cale Lucero. And for Cale, that's his 3rd. So Kyan Hargrave will come into the game. Across the court, shots off the mark. And right now, Roosevelt just struggling on the offensive end. Once the Tigers switch to that zone, seems like Roosevelt has not been able to break that zone, not making enough deep shots.
They haven't been able to hit threes, like you said, in the zone. Pacino's had some pretty good passes, but the other players unable to convert.
And now a foul coming on Jordan to win. And so the foul's racking up quickly now. And for Nguyen, that's his second, team fifth. 4:23 remaining here in the game. Excuse me, in the quarter. We've seen 8 fouls now in 4 minutes. Not even 4 minutes. 3 ball, short. Rebound by Roosevelt. Another 3 ball from the opposite corner. That's off the mark. Loy with the nice rebound. Halfway through the quarter. Kevin Loy kicks. Cole thought about the 3. Instead, he'll recycle with Hargrave. Way out to Tyson. Nice crossover there by Ethan Tyson into the lane, and he just knifed through the small window, and Ethan Tyson having a whale of a night. And a foul there on Hargrave, who tried to come up and intercept the pass.
Hargrave in between deciding whether he wanted to fully go for the ball or back off, and that's what drew the foul.
Driving, runner, no good, short, and then knocked out of bounds by Roosevelt. Sluggish period of basketball, but Tigers have widened the gap here since halftime. Tyson with it. Driving, kicks. Rademacher to Rademacher. Nice give and go there with Hargrave, and he goes high off the window, couldn't get it to fall. Wall again drives on Tyson and just throws up something. They'll say it was knocked out. So I thought it was just thrown up slop from my angle, but I think there's a reason it missed by about a Cody Parkey field goal length.
Oh.
Sorry, Bears fans. Wall in. And a turnover and a travel.
If any of the Loy family is watching, I think they are Bears fans.
Oh, man.
I know they're Illini fans.
Hargrave with the nice little swipe, and then gets it almost stolen back. And a timeout called by Coach Moline with 2:39 left. We'll take a quick break here on the ETN.
You are watching the ETN.
And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. 2:39 remaining here in quarter number 3, and Erie looking to break a streak of losses that is 7 deep right now. League play has not been kind to them. They were 6-3 at one point, and 6-10 right now. But looking like, a little too early to say for sure, but they at least looking like they will have a decent shot at snapping that streak here tonight.
They desperately need to come out of this gym with a win. Could really use the momentum coming into their toughest stretch of league play.
Mendoza now into the game for Erie. Loy throws it up and gets it to fall. And Kevin Loy, we've got to come up with a nickname for him. He's like a contortionist out there. Just fun to see him make baskets with his body all over the place. Wall for three, that's off the mark. Rebound by Cole Rademacher. And he had a defender behind him, stepped over to the left, got run into. Not enough Tiger bench players calling wolf that time.
Only all of them. Saya will stay on the floor with 3 fouls.
Four team fouls now on the Riders. Erie with 6. Still a whole quarter left. Loy lost the basketball. Turnover there. Thrown ahead. Roosevelt will have to kind of reset here. Couldn't quite get it right on the fast break. And then a foul coming, I think, on Kevin Loy on the drive. And that whistle has been a little quicker here this half. And they'll actually call that on Tristan Rademacher.
The last time Erie and Roosevelt played, Erie had to go on a pretty long third quarter run just to get back in the game. Only won by 4, leading now by 18.
By the way, I feel like Tristan Rademacher was telling Coach Lucero on the bench that foul should have been given to his twin brother Cole, and that they got the numbers mixed up and it wasn't on him. I'm sure we will see that several more times over the next few years.
There it works to the Tigers' advantage. Only Tristan's first. That would have been Cole's third.
Tristan for 3. Buried it! So another 3-ball for this Tiger team. They have shot the ball real well, and they have a 21-point lead. Foul, and they do count the bucket. So Wall hits his first bucket since that step back 3, at least to my recollection. And Wall will hit the free throw as well. So back to a 7 or 18-point Tiger lead. Seth Alexander, by the way, in the game here for Erie. Coach Moline trying to set up his guys here for this press break. Brooks has it, drives, and chucked it off the rim. He was trying to go cross court, but he drew the foul against Pacino, who just a little bit bigger than Spencer, but Spencer, man, he moves well for a big man. And the Tigers throw it away. And Youth that time, Cole Rademacher didn't know he could catch that in the backcourt. Nice little slap off the leg. Ooh, and they will call that out on Erie. Rademacher hit that off the leg of the driver, and it shot straight out of bounds. Missed call that time. Can't catch them all. They've been pretty solid tonight, this officiating crew.
Don't know if the Roosevelt fans would entirely agree.
One team's always going to be unhappy. It's typically the team that's losing. So Rademacher drives, looking. Alexander Tigers once again moving the ball well in the zone. Good block from behind that time by Poli. Feed down low. Brooks went around Pacino to knock it free. 10 seconds left here in the quarter. Brooks on the ground and a charge called there as Tristan Rademacher got planted into the floorboards. With all the rain those three balls have been bringing down, little Rademacher plants are gonna spring up here in the next couple weeks. Off to Mendoza, 2 seconds left, throws up the three and can't hit the banker. And that will do it here. An 18-point lead. Sorry, our scoreboard was off there, didn't notice that till now. 18-point lead for Erie as we head to the fourth quarter here on the ETN.
Do you want a better smile, have a broken bracket, or are you a teenager in need of some braces? Then make your way down to Caraway Orthodontics. They are located in Louisville and Erie. Caraway Orthodontics supports Erie High School and its community. Come in and gain a beautiful smile for children, teens, and adults. They also provide Invisalign. Call this number 303-828-0454 or go to carawayortho.com.
Frozen there.
Welcome back into the Erie Tiger Network. Brandon Bird, Grayson Blaylock here with you as we go to the final frame here. And all Erie has to do, not give up an 18-point lead. I think they can do that. And they will get off the schneid. Nice pass down low and a good bucket to start the quarter for Pacino and the Rough Riders. Now Tyson will bring it up. Coach O'Neill wanting Roosevelt to extend their defense a little more. Make Erie force the issue here, try and lengthen the game, get some turnovers. Lloyd goes into the belly, Pacino out to Lucero, fires the three, that's off the mark. Rebound by Nguyen for a moment, and then I think Pacino got hit south of the equator. Now he's back up the floor here, the runner. And maybe he needs to get hit there every time. Good bucket there for Pacino and 4 points to start the quarter here for Roosevelt.
I think he'd rather not, though.
Yeah, I think that would be the smart choice if it was up to him. Lucero with it. The win. Drives into the lane, high off the window, no good. And so far, Roosevelt, they've gotten 2 buckets, 2 stops. Here's another shot and a three. And Coach Moline, I think, gonna have to take a timeout. It just went from 18 to 11 in a minute and a half. And so Coach Moline wants to stop the temporary bleeding and reset this squad. And you could kind of feel it. I don't know what happened in that little between the quarter, but Roosevelt came out with some serious energy, and Erie wanting to kind of play it safe. Maybe not feeling the sense of urgency up that much.
Maybe. It kind of looked like they gave Pacino the reins to the offense and said, hey, we have to get him the ball. He can score from inside and out as he gets a quick 7 points.
6:29 remaining here in the first, or gosh, where's my head at? In the fourth quarter. And Erie would love a bucket here. I think that might settle him down. You could just see Roosevelt trying to press the issue and trying to play desperate, kind of juice them up a little bit. Tyson catches. Up to Brooks. Tigers can take their time here, and they will call over and back. And another empty possession for Erie.
Spencer Brooks in to defend Pacino.
Right side 3 ball. That hits, and suddenly Roosevelt's within 8. Oh man, a landslide here to start the quarter, and tipped out of bounds. They will say a last touch by Poli. Now Tristan Rademacher will check back in. Erie needs a bucket, something fierce. Erie shut out of the 3rd quarter against Fort Morgan. Need a bucket here. Roosevelt switching to this man, pressuring, has given them a little life, and Coach O'Neill has been yelling the whole time, trying to get his guys, will them back into this. Nice move, though, by Cole Rademacher, and that is just what the doctor ordered for Erie. Into the corner, another 3 ball in the way. That's off the mark. Rebound is caught by Loy, and then I think a foul will be called here on Arndt, the 6'1" senior for Roosevelt. And that is the 7th team foul now on Roosevelt, so Kevin Loy will go to the line to shoot. Oh no, it'll actually be Cole Rademacher. Foul's on Arndt, but I thought that was Loy fighting for that rebound. Front end of the 1-on-1, no good. And almost a travel there. The Erie fans wanted it. Backdoor pass. 3 ball in the way by Wall. That's off the mark, and Pacino trying to track it down. Last touch by Spencer Brooks. A little dicey here right now.
Roosevelt's picked the pace of the game back up.
Great strip there from Cole Rademacher. Tigers, they've got a 4-on-2. Brooks stops, shot, partially blocked by Pacino, and last touched by White. Ball inbounded here to Tristan. Tigers, be patient, just find an open look. Tyson, pull-up jumper. Oh, that one just fell out. Good rebound by Cole Rademacher. Now wide open is Loy. He'll pass that one up. Spencer Brooks steps into a corner jumper. That's off the mark. And a foul coming on Cole Rademacher, trying to stop Jaden Herrera in transition. Jaden Herrera, a freshman, getting some playing time out here. So was Brock Saya. And Jaden Herrera is listed at 5'10".
Looks
if
a
he
little
is 5'10",
smaller.
I am 6'7".
Maybe that's the lowest height they can list him at.
Oh, someone's listed at 5'5". That's Brock Saya, so I feel like maybe they switched those. Brock Saya looks definitely more like 5'10", so they either switch the numbers or they switch the heights. Back to single digits. As Herrera makes the first. Man, always impressed though. You're 5'5", you're a freshman, you're out there running varsity basketball. That's some good skill. Kind of reminds me of Jordan to win last year. As that one is good. Now an 8-point lead for Erie and a turnover. Erie just not showing poise right now. And they're gonna call another foul on Cole Rademacher. Tell you what, he was retreating. He stands his ground there. He might get called with the charge because Wall put his head down and I don't think he cared who was in front of him.
Mendoza coming in for Cole now.
By the way, Roosevelt now in the double bonus. 4 minutes, you're only down 8 points. They're in this game. I mean, they've already shaved 10 points off the Erie lead, make that 11. It's now a 7-point game.
And picking up the pace has been what's led to them getting back in this one.
And Hargrave traveled. Coach O'Neill, I've never seen a coach try and work harder to get their team back in. He is screaming. He's a one-man cheerleader right now for Roosevelt. And I think he's brought the energy.
He's louder than their entire student section. Not a huge student section, but still pretty impressive.
So 4 minutes to play. A runner is good by Wall, and it's a 5-point game. Now if you're Erie, throw the lead protecting out the window. You just got to get buckets. And Kevin Loy hits a huge bucket and the foul. Man, Tigers needed that.
And it's Pacino's 4th.
So the big man with 4. And Loy will go to the line for the and one. Loy, a rock-solid free throw shooter. Tigers could use a good free throw shooter here in this spot. And that one is good, and a timeout for Roosevelt. So 53-45, Tigers lead it. We'll step aside.
Have you ever wanted to support the Erie Tiger Network, the student media arm of Erie High School? Well, now you can. We have set up a Patreon page. There's a way for you to send us a monthly pledge in order to provide funding for the program, as well as get access to reward tiers. As a Tiger fan, you get the satisfaction of knowing you are helping out your favorite local media organization. As a member of the ETN fan club, you are officially recognized on air and can receive ETN goodies throughout the year. As an in-broadcast red sponsor, you get to sponsor a specific segment of any broadcast. For more information, email bird_brandon@sbbsd.org. This is a $25 per month commitment. As an appreciator of Erie's live broadcast with the weekly news, you can help support this program by becoming one of our patrons by going to bit.ly/ETN Patreon.
Welcome back in. Erie Tiger Network, 3:50 remaining in this game. And the Tigers have struggled, to say the least, in this quarter, but they're clinging here to an 8-point lead after a huge and one from Kevin Loy. Tigers going to extend their defense too. So you know what? We're going to put some pressure right back on you guys. I like this by Coach Moline. Kind of press the issue here. Wall trying to use that left arm to create some space. Kick to the near side into the corner. Driving. Dish. Steal. Lucero up the floor. Tyson take his time, and he will. And good heady play by the senior. Wasn't quite there on the run out, and so slow it down and reset, and let's make sure that you get a good look at a bucket. Gotta have a possession with a good look. If you don't make it, you want the shot to be quality. And Lucero reset. Tigers have melted 30 seconds off the clock here on this possession. Mendoza kicks. Lucero will reset again with Tyson. Good job by Erie. There was about 3:35 on the clock when this possession started. 2:44 now and counting. Roosevelt, you might think about fouling and breaking the momentum here. Tigers going into clock bleed mode. This has been run to perfection. Lucero across the floor. Lloyd drives in off his foot, and the Tigers held it for a whole minute, then turned it over. And a steal there by Tristan Rademacher. 3-on-1 here for Erie. Tristan looks like he's going to take his time down low. Lloyd off the window and in. That should seal the deal. It feels like anyways. Still 2 minutes and 10 seconds, but Erie with a masterful job of clock drainage and a layup coming by Lloyd to punctuate that before a timeout. That was a masterpiece.
It was, but Roosevelt has shown that they can score 8 points. 7 points, I believe, is what they scored in less than a minute and a half. So they've got 2:10 to work with, down 10 and the ball. They have to go the length of the court, though, and Erie's in the bonus. And for Kevin Lloyd, he has 21 points tonight.
Hey, once again, we call him the contortionist. I think we could call him the silent killer. Just quietly puts up 20 points night in and night out. It's unreal. So Roosevelt will inbound. Tigers still pressing here. That was the nice change out of the timeout, and that kind of turned the tide here in this quarter. Wall drives through Mendoza, and a block called. Oh, man. You could definitely, there was a flop for sure, but Gavin didn't move an inch.
No. It looked like that was going to be a no call because the official didn't blow his whistle for a second there.
So now Wall to the line. Makes the first. So we're back to single digits. Can the Tigers hold on here? And that one rattles home. So Tigers trying to flash right back here. See if they go back into clock melting mode. Nope, Lucero takes it right to the rack, gets called to the foul. I think he was hit on the dome, and yep, that's exactly what the official said. Yep, on the head. Good call by the official. Tell you what, after as much high school basketball as I've watched the last 5 years, I think I'm ready to be a high school ref. As that one is good there from Lucero. Back to a 9-point game, 1:45 left. Gav Mendoza in for defensive purposes. They'll take Cole Rademacher, who's got 4 fouls, out of the game. Some nice offense, defense substitutions from Coach Moline, and the Tigers back on top by 10. Wall trying to break the press. And a great steal there, Tristan Rademacher. He's had 2 big steals in the last 3 possessions. Tristan off to Mendoza and tipped out of bounds. 1:27 left. All the energy. I mean, you have to expend a ton of energy if you are Roosevelt trying to come back. And that's exactly what they did in the first 4 minutes. And it kind of looks like they used all they had in the tank. And a timeout called by Coach Moline, as it looked like And they did not award the timeout to Erie. Instead, they called a foul, a team control foul on Kevin Loy. Timeout was definitely called before that. Not sure why they didn't award it. 3 ball, off the mark, rebounded by Loy. And that miss, and then the foul of Loy, that now feels like Tigers are ready to put a cherry on top of this one.
It does. 1:12 left. They've held the 10-point lead. Roosevelt made their run, but weren't able to get all the way back in it, and now Loy's heading to the free throw line to look to extend this lead.
And so Kevin Loy at the line will make that one. 11-point lead. As our camera keeps having some issues. I'm not sure what the deal is, but our autofocus has been all kinds of jacked up tonight. Okay, let's see if we... By the way, 1:08 left. Sorry, we accidentally kept our clock running there. Well, we have a little bit of time. The Tigers now lead it by 12. Little shout out to my wife back at home. We are expecting a baby bird on the way in September, so thought I'd give her a shout out, and Tiger Nation can know that there's a baby bird on the way.
Maybe soon a flock of baby birds.
The puns will be endless, I'm sure. As that free throw is up and good. Shot rolls around, rebounded by Loy, and a timeout by Coach Moline. 11-point lead here for Erie on the road. They're gonna break this, seems like never-ending streak. It was agonizing. Erie has played so hard throughout this season, and this young team, if you remember a few years ago, Erie only won 2 games. And we saw them against Longmont opening night, and we're like, well, this team could struggle like that team, but it still has a feeling of a team that wants to play together, that cares about getting better, and I think they'll surpass that team for sure. And they'll win their 7th game here tonight. And with this young squad, I'm looking forward here to the next couple years. I know we say that a lot on the broadcasts, but a lot of players that play with a lot of energy on the floor and grow a little bit. Everyone not maybe overmatched by 3 or 4 inches. Might see some good things out of this program over the course of the next couple years. So back to the line as Roosevelt not ready to wave the white flag yet, and Jordan to win, one of the better free throw shooters for Erie, subbed in. So he can shoot some free throws. That one off the mark.
Nguyen has had a quieter night tonight. Only 2 points, or 4 points, excuse me, 2 fouls.
Rebound here for Roosevelt. 3 ball on the way. Too strong, and I think it was last touch by Loy. Now Kel Lucero will come in for a win. Kel in for defensive purposes. Wall fakes. 3 ball in the way, and that's buried by the little guy, the freshman. Jaden Herrera. That was a good looking shot. Still an 8-point game, though. Tigers. Gracie, what do we got coming up on the Tigers schedule?
No Thursday game, which is nice after 3 games last week. They'll host Holy Family on Saturday. Both levels will. Then a week from today, the girls and guys will travel out to Berthoud before the split against Windsor. The guys will be at home, the girls on the road next Thursday. And I don't believe they have a Saturday game. I may be incorrect.
By the way, that was all off the top of Grayson Blaylock's head for those of you at home. He wasn't looking at any notes. He wasn't surfing the web. So be sure to check out his writing, as well as the writing of others, on ErieTigerTimes.com.
And you can see the full schedules for both the boys and girls basketball teams. And actually, I do think on February 9th, they travel to Skyline. The game times haven't been set yet. The 8th and 9th, also state swimming.
Loy will catch the inbound, and another foul here. There's actually 40 seconds left. Our clock way off. 40 seconds left. Roosevelt still trying to hang around. At this point, it's free throw practice. Gotta hit your free throws.
And padding the stats for Kevin Loy, he's got 23.
Loy will hit that one. And Kevin Loy, he's just a point-producing machine in the most workmanlike way possible. And Loy hits that one. 10-point lead again for Erie. So 4 possessions. Just not enough time on the clock, I don't think, for Roosevelt, even if they hit a couple threes in a row. Well, there's one. And another timeout. We'll take another quick timeout. Welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. 29.9 seconds left here in this 4th quarter. Erie still on top here. And another foul, and back to the line goes Erie. A little bit of an anticlimactic finish, but a finish that Tigers will be happy to have here. As Ethan Tyson will head to the line. Ethan again. 63-54. Tigers on top by 9. And it's turnover, and Roosevelt still not quite waving the white flag.
Not yet.
How many does Ethan have now tonight?
Did he just hit 2 or 1 free throws? I know he hit 1. He either has 15 or 16.
And that one is good. 20 seconds remaining here in this one. Well, I think our Alex Ailey player of the game, that's a tough one. Kevin Loy, Ethan Tyson, both with big nights. We'll kind of split it between the senior and the youngster. So our Alex Ailey players of the game, Kevin Loy and Ethan Tyson. Thanks to Alex Ailey for sponsoring this segment on Patreon. You could sponsor a segment on Patreon as well. Go to the link in the description. So thank you, Alex, for sponsoring that. You can follow him on Twitter at ETNAlexAiley. For Grayson Blaylock, I'm Brandon Bird. Thank you so much as the Tigers, they roll to victory here. Final score in this one, 65-54. That's going to be it for us tonight. Until next time, I'll chirp at you later.